Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers making their way out. As we look back to last year, I don't know that anybody foresaw how things would play out. Heavy favorites in the NFC North, but the injury to Aaron Rodgers that cost him more than half the season, ultimately too much to overcome.
And when you think about how Green Bay has played over the last 10 years, there's been a lot of sameness to them, and that's been good. Continuity, offense, defense, coaching staff. But a lot of changes in the offseason for Green Bay, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You'll see a severe shakeup there, but the best thing for them, Aaron Rodgers, still in a Green Bay uniform. 16 games from Aaron Rodgers always makes Green Bay a contender for a Super Bowl crown.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Over here. Over.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's fine. Yeah.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Gets around him, and he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mitchell Trubisky's first touchdown pass of his sophomore campaign, as his guys have now moved out in front. Now Parkey for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he checks this one down to Williams. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Fine. Yeah. Hey. Get reset. Hey, easy. Here we go. 58. Right now, you got 58. 58.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw once more. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on second down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. This is Carson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. This time, the extra point up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Crosby on now to kick it away. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, And when it's kicked, then you get the takeoff and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember,
this is intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
So, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. It's caught outright by Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Howard with his sights on a 3rd straight 1,000-yard season to begin his career. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Trubisky on first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Lock in, lock in. 18.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside Not in this case.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You see it? You see it?
Here's Trubisky. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Rodgers. There's the first NFL catch for a name to remember. Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Inside. Zoom, zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Hurry up.
Here's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now it's Trubisky being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Lock in, lock in. There you go, we got, you see it, you see it?
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Look.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky, sliding out of the pocket. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him for a loss of 5. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come on.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And an alley to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 40 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Hey, check 26.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, gotta go.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Here's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, 18. Red, go.
Trubisky to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Look. Lock in.
On 1st and goal, Howard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Move.
Throwing now is Trubisky. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Rodgers. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
319.
Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Zoom.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that winds up incomplete. And now only 5 ticks on the clock. And likely just one final go at this now.
58.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Chicago, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles Davis.